Wait, Arthur, just hear us out. I got an explanation for this. The machine. Everything. I have an explanation for this, okay? Just listen, put your guns down, and we'll tell you. We don't mean any harm here. Well then, how are me and my boys supposed to know that? I'll trust you this once. Put your guns down. Put them all down. Let's hear them out. But if you three do anything at all, causes me or my men alarm, I'll have them shoot. Okay, so we just got back from, as ridiculous as it sounds, another plane of existence. But we found this vial. It's... think of it like... what would that be called? A shattering potion? You pour this thing onto something and it disappears. It's dead. Kaput. But it only applies to negativity. The thing that we were researching with that machine. Okay? That's why we made that thing. That thing is created in order to capture a darker entity than you can even think of. And what's that then? What do you call something like that?
It is known as Naught, otherwise known the Negative, the code name that we placed upon it using our systems. With the knowledge that you have, Arthur, you read through the files on this machine. You read through them all. You found them. It doesn't matter how you found them, but you did. You know what the Negative can do.
Correction, lad. I know what you said it could do. Not what it actually does, or if it even exists in the first place. Something like that? An interdimensional being of high energy, high power, capable of destruction of worlds at a time? That doesn't even make sense.
Look, it doesn't make sense because you don't let it make sense. We've all read the stories. The Archive, the Above, the Brothers Saw-Zaire, but that's the difference here. Those were stories. This is real. Everything you've read, everything you've heard about, with Odeon, Marcus, Caesius, all of that, it's true. It was written as a warning because the Negative is coming. We want to put an end to it.
Well, how do we know you don't just want to help it?
Blimey, talk about conversation rehash.
Would we be showing you this file if we didn't? You can go ahead. You can be the one to throw it if you want to. But we are bringing the Negative not here. Because that's the only way we can end this once and for all.
As crazy as it sounds, Arthur, you know that we're being genuine. You know through our facial expression, you know through our tone and what we've brought to you now. You know that we are being truthful about this. This is serious. You know we're right. And my guess is that you don't want this place to burn as well. You don't want this planet to burn. You don't want your life to end. Your legacy to burn along with you. But through us, we can work together. Sir, are you sure about this?
I've known you, Richard, for a long time. Nearly 30 years. We've been friends. Until the incident 5 years ago. I didn't trust you then, and I still don't trust you fully now. But yes, Christopher, you're right. I know that it's true. and I know that it's serious. So I suppose my men and I will do anything we can to help the cause, so long as none of us die in the middle of it. Do you three got that? Got a little girl at home. She needs her father. Alright. Thank you, Arthur. Now, let's get this project moving.
It's been 2 days, gentlemen, and we're ready. I'm very, very nervous to do this.
Mr. Scarlatina has men set up on all walls to this facility, prepared to take down any stragglers of the negative's forces when it comes. Anyone who goes through that portal, they'll be dead in a heartbeat.
Alright, then I suppose let's press that button. And see my brother. But before we do, I want to let you all know that your potential sacrifice is thanked. Any of us, potentially all of us, could die in this encounter. The negative is more powerful than we likely believe it is. This has been a perilous venture for all of us. But now that we're on the cusp of claiming victory, this is a moment that we should have just for a little while before the chaos begins.
I'll say, Bruce, I gotta tell you something, man. At the beginning of this thing, I didn't fucking trust you. I didn't even like you. But now, I gotta say, you're like a brother to me, man. We've been through a lot these past few months. And while I still don't have too much of a fondness for you, I think we can call ourselves friends now.
Thanks, Richard. Is there anything else anyone would like to say before we begin? Oh, yes. Bruce, I didn't tell you, but a long while back, someone visited me. It was only for a brief moment, but he seemed familiar, like you. And he told you that... He told me to tell you that he's sorry for everything. What? Who? He said his name was Percy.
Alright, gentlemen, we don't have enough time. Let's press this button and, I guess, be on our way to the end.
Okay, yeah. We can sort that out later.
Just a few more codes to input, and the negative will be right on top of us.
It's been a pleasure working with you, both of you. But it will be much better when it is all said and done with.
Alright. It's ready. Hey, Arthur. Is your team prepared?
Oh yeah, we're ready. Press that button and give that fucking cloud a bit of hell.
I can't believe that we're finally doing this.
It's you.
Oh, Brucius, why wouldn't it be me?
I didn't want to believe it was true. I didn't want to believe it was you. You were supposed to be the most kind out of all of us. The one who took care of everything. But instead, look at you now. Holding the power of destruction incarnate in your hands.
Well then, I'll just have to make you believe.
Brucius, how nice it is to finally see you again.
Are you fucking shitting me? That's what he sounds like?
Richard Price, Christopher Walker, Artur Scarlatina, and Leonard Chapel. It's finally time I rid this universe of you pests.
Come on then. I faced you once before. I can do it again.
But what is a ruler without his lovely assistants?
New toys to play with.
Devlin Dark. I knew you'd show up one day. I just didn't know when I'd meet your damn face.
Oh, don't be so insulting. And now it's time for us to take over this world. Burn it all to the ground. Hey, you bitch! Nova, was it? I got a little something for ya.
And what, pray tell, is a glass of blue liquid going to do to someone like me? What are you going to do? Splash it on me?
That's exactly the intent. Huh. You fucking idiot. Devlin, send them out. Yes, indeed, mistress.
No! What?
Where are we?
We're on the outskirts of the city. How did she...
Then we'll just have to take the fight to her. No! Bruce, I know what things look like right now, but we have plans. We have backup plans to our fucking backup plans, man. This ain't over. It can't be over because we aren't standing inside that tower with our heads high. We haven't beaten that bitch. This isn't over.
Richard is right. This isn't over until we say it's over. I know this seems awful, at the very least, but we can still—
You two don't get it! You don't get it at all!
This is what happened before. In the archive. No matter what we tried to do, she would take us down. And with each attempt, she would kill another one of us until only Thorm and I were left. We couldn't stop her, no matter how hard we tried, no matter what we tried. This is the end. We can't win. It's all because of me. I brought you both into this. I made you leave your homes, your families, your city, to help me survive a suicide mission. I know this looks like the end, but we've got hope, Bruce. We tried the negotiations route. Now, we take back the tower by force.
How can you be so optimistic?
I forced you into the face of death, both of you! And you're talking to me like I should be proud of that! Like it's something to be happy. How are you both of you, standing there with smiles on your faces, thinking we can do this? How?
Bruce, it's because you needed us. Listen here. What did you say to me when we first got into this thing?
What? I don't... What? I don't remember.
That if we were going to get this done, we needed heroes. Not cowards, not quitters, and certainly no whiners. No, I don't know about you, but there's an entire city over there that's in desperate need of some heroes. So either you're with us, or you're out of here. So, Bruce Daylight, are you with us?
You sound intensely confident, Richard. What changed?
I don't know. I guess I just got a kinda second wind. Doesn't matter though, does it? What does matter, however, is how we get back to the tower.
Well, I don't necessarily mean to rain on the parade, Richard. How do we get back? Not, the negative, along with Nova, has invaded the tower. It's not like we can just walk in and say, hey, can we come back in so we can destroy you somehow? That just won't work. It's suicide.
Don't worry, I've sorta got a plan in mind. It's just not the most cost-effective of plans to ever exist.
I don't know whether to be afraid or proud of whatever the hell that means.
Hold on. Hey, Arthur, you and your men still alright?
Yeah, we were all sent to random places in the city. What the fuck happened up there, Rick?
I'll tell you everything. Right now, though, I need you to get all of your men, including yourself, down to the old warehouse on 78th. The one you and I used to work in there together. Bring all of them, every single person you have under your command.
Richard, why that? The only things left in that warehouse are the... Max. Richard Price, you're a mad fucking genius.
You got that right, you bastard. Now go. I'll meet you there in about 10 minutes.
Well, what do you need us to do then, Price? It seems like you're the man with the plan on this one.
I need you two as reconnaissance. Need you to both sneak into the tower and find out what the hell Nova is up to in all this. And if you can, keep her eyes off of the streets. Father and I are gonna do what we aim to do. We can't have her looking anywhere.
How are we supposed to distract her again? She is tied to a being who is destruction and rage incarnate. Please tell me you have better than just wing it.
No, Chris. I'm telling you, you need to just fucking wing it.
Should I have expected any different of a response?
If anyone knows me, Chris, you'd know that any other response would just not be my style.
Then I suppose, my friend, this is goodbye. At least for now. Until we get this entire plan in action.
Can we not do the whole goodbye thing? I hate goodbyes. I mean, hell, realistically, if you don't say goodbye, no one's ever really gone. They just not be here for a while.
I suppose it's a better time to ask than any. Richard, are you okay?
I'm trying to be, man. I've got a bad feeling that tonight is the last one the three of us will be underneath the same stars. So, let's kick that bitch's ass and prove me wrong, huh?
You got that right. Indeed. We'll meet with you and Arthur when you've enacted your plan. We'll see you soon.
Hey, Arthur, glad you can make it. You're a crazy man, Richard Price. Even for you, this plan is inspired. Not exactly the word I would use. No matter what either of us think of this plan, it's realistically the only one we've got. We just need to get your men inside of these mechs so we'll have enough firepower to assault the tower. Which one are we piloting? The Big Betty? The Big Betty? Richard, are you insane? No one man can pilot that thing. And that's why I've made the necessary modifications to do it. Now, 2 men can pilot the Betty. Reek, I take back everything I've ever said about you. Okay? You're not crazy. You're insane. Then it's probably a good thing I got married to someone else. You would have to have 2 crazy gay scientists under one roof. Well, if it's any consolation, you still would be a good partner. Yeah. Look, we can talk more when Entrayda is saved and the sky is in blood red from negativity. Come on. Let's ride the Betty, make history, and save this fucking city. It is time. We need not delay any longer, my lord.
No, we will wait. I will have my duel with Brucius. Only then will you have your key.
I beg your pardon?
Remember, dear child, I am the one who has given you the power of negativity. I am the reason your beloved is still alive.
I don't think you remember, Naught, what I have done for you. I am the only reason you exist in this reality in the first place. Without me, you would still be in the dead zone. Without me, the archive would still exist. And more importantly, without me, you wouldn't have a vessel to latch onto.
Shall we come to an understanding?
The only understanding that we will come to is this. We will harvest the key right now before our plans can be put astray. Only then will you have your battle with Brucius. Do I make myself perfectly crystal clear?
Yes, Madam Rosaric. You will receive your key. Devlin, start the machine.
Yes, Master. Right away.
She can harm Naught? She is a lot stronger than I thought. But that potion Richard threw at her, I don't know how to explain it, but she's more on edge. She's slipping. If we can amplify that, we may have a weak point. We have a weak point, we can defeat her. She spoke about a key. What did she mean? There are 8 verse hubs, as they're known, spread across the OverVerse. Not part of any multiverse, but at the same time, part of all of them at once. Legend has it that if you harvest enough of a single hub's life force, you receive a key. Get all 8 keys? The legends say you become the next above, the next god. And you said there are 8, yes? How many does she have? Only 1. It was placed inside the archive. The planets of the other 7 are Excelsior, Alvania, Requiem, Ramnata, Triaxi, Kirishka, and Entrayda. This planet is a verse hub? Why do you think I came here first? To warn you. This planet was on her next trajectory, but when I learned about your connection to the Guardian of Memories, to Samuel as I know him now, I found out that you wouldn't just be able to save yourselves. You would be able to save all of reality, Chris.
And you couldn't have told us that from the start? We would have been a primary target of hers, no matter if you came to help us or not. What would have happened then? What if you didn't see us? What, would we just be fresh lambs to her slaughter?
Chris, this doesn't matter right now. What matters is that we might have an opening for her. We might have a chance to win this war and to get rid of her and not permanently this time. It doesn't matter right now? What doesn't matter? The fact that myself, my wife, my unborn child, Richard, his husband, all of us could have died if you had made one simple mistake and not told us. What doesn't matter? Our lives? This is certainly something. Chris, you know I didn't mean it like that, man. We have an opportunity here. Those details, they wouldn't have helped. They wouldn't have helped either of us. The only reason I came here, though, is because of that. And look at us now. We are on the brink of solving a conflict that could have taken centuries if I hadn't have come here. Look at us now.
A conflict that should never have come to us. A conflict that only was brought into existence because you couldn't do your job.
Oh, don't you fucking go there. You know what? This is so typical. I try to help people, and then they push me away. Do you know how many times this has happened? Walker, listen. I don't care what your feelings are against me. I don't care if you feel betrayed. I'm here to help you. And you know what? That's what I've done. The whole time I've been here, I've helped you. So you take your anger, you take all this shit somewhere else. All right? We have a job to do. And if you want me to leave after this is all said and done, go ahead. Expel me from the city, from the whole fucking planet. I won't care. But we have a responsibility here. Whether you're ready to man up or not, it's up to you. Meanwhile, there is a woman in that room who is prepared to kill both of us if we don't try to stop her. Do you want to die protecting your city? Or do you want to die swallowed up in the negative? I'm sorry. It's this entire situation, all of the stress, it's getting to me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I just don't know if any of us are going to get out of here alive. And I don't want any more lives to be torn apart by our conquest to make things right. And there's an entire city of people down there who could become victim to us, to both of us. I do have to ask, before we do this, what was it that you mentioned with Percy? You said you met him in a vision.
Yes, I did. It was months ago. He said he would meet me before the end. Whatever the hell that means. And he said for me to apologize to you for everything he's done. Does that mean anything to you?
It means more than you think it does. But it's a lie.
After everything we experienced in the Underverse,
I don't trust him anymore. I mean, I haven't trusted him for a long time, but our encounters down there really made me think about where my loyalties lie.
If you don't mind me asking, who is he? He said he knew you, and I have a guess as to who it may be, but I wasn't sure. I didn't speak with him for very long.
The only relationship, status I can bear to compare us to is runaway father and abandoned son. Who you spoke to that day was my father, the above. Taken a human form, I guess. I spoke to him too, down in the OverVerse. That's who came in my vision. I haven't trusted him for a long time, but my encounter with him, that really made it clear that he's not to be trusted by me. Alright. So, how are we gonna do this?
Well, I believe the best way to handle this is to get to the machine. That machine is a ticket to potentially completely capturing Naught. It's the only device that has ever been made, according to Leonard, that can possibly do it.
Damn it. If only she hadn't sent out that EMP. Then we could talk to him, get this problem even more sorted out. But I guess we're on our own. I've got an idea. I can distract Nova.
Bruce, are you crazy? She has a bloodlust against you. She'll kill you if you even try.
Yeah, about that. You haven't seen the full scale of my power, Christopher. I've trusted you with a lot, but I don't think you realize just what I can do. I can hold my own against her, at least for a while. I don't know what her abilities are like now, but knowing that she can take on Naught with ease, it's a little bit disconcerting, but I can hold her for a while. You get to the machine, and you try to capture Naught. We already brought him down to the atmosphere, so if we can get him any further than that, that's a win. Got that? You with me on this thing?
I don't know about this, but it seems to be the only option we have.